Would I suggest someone move to your state? Even if your state has its rough patches, I'd still say give it a shot, except maybe outside the big cities. Here at Virtual Travel, we recently ran a survey late last year asking residents across each state whether they'd promote their home to friends or family. Turns out, most states have a majority saying yes. Today, we're diving into the 15 states with the highest percentage of residents who wouldn't recommend their home turf. Got it? Good. Let's jump in. Number 15, Kansas. Kansas is like that friendly neighbor who always waves but keeps a few secrets. You'll find open plains, quiet towns, and a sense of space that stretches forever. Jobs are steady, and the cost of living is low enough to make you smile, until a storm rolls through and reminds you who's boss. Insurance claims pile up when hail hits, and windstorms can turn your weekend plans into cleanup duty. Still, if you're the type who's comfortable with a little unpredictability, Kansas offers a peaceful patchwork of small-town charm and big sky. But for many, the quiet can feel more like loneliness than serenity. Almost 36% of Kansans wouldn't recommend their state to a friend or family member. Number 14, Idaho. Idaho is stunning, mountains, lakes, and fields that look like they were painted overnight. But behind the beauty, some folks find life a bit challenging. The job market is growing but still limited outside the tech hubs and resort towns. Healthcare can be a trek, and housing prices are creeping up faster than the rivers. Yet, community spirit runs strong here, and outdoor adventures are just part of life. If you're seeking a quiet retreat, Idaho might be perfect. If you need a bustling city or quick healthcare, it might not be. Nearly 38% of Idaho residents wouldn't recommend living there to others. Number 13, New Jersey. New Jersey is a place of contrasts. You get access to the Big Apple, Philly, and some breathtaking beaches, all at your fingertips. But that convenience comes with a cost, both literal and figurative. Property taxes are high, and your daily expenses can add up quickly, especially if you're not a fan of toll booths. Commuting can be a nightmare or a breeze, depending on where you live. Schools and services are solid, but the bills? Not so much. For many, the expenses outweigh the benefits, and nearly 41% of New Jerseyans wouldn't recommend it. Number 12, Nevada. Nevada shines brightest on weekends. The glitz of Las Vegas, the vast deserts, and mountain vistas make it a destination worth visiting, until you live there full-time. The job market is volatile, with tourism fueling the economy only part of the year. Rents and home prices are climbing, and the long stretches without services can be frustrating. If you find the rhythm, you'll enjoy the nightlife and the natural beauty. If not, the dry spells hit hard. For about 42% of Nevadans, the state's challenges outweigh its charm. Number 11, Tennessee. Tennessee is a melody of mountains, music, and southern hospitality. Yet, beneath the charm, some residents are wary. Nashville's booming, but Memphis faces safety concerns. The cost of living is reasonable, but some neighborhoods are more secure than others. If you pick the right area, it's a lively, welcoming place. Pick poorly, and safety becomes a concern. School quality varies, and some areas have higher crime rates. For nearly 43% of Tennesseans, the trade-offs make the state less appealing. Number 10, Missouri. Missouri is a state of contrasts, urban energy in St. Louis and Kansas City, with quiet rural towns in between. The economy is bouncing back, but crime still shadows some neighborhoods. Housing prices are fair, but choosing your location is key. Live on the wrong side of town, and you'll be navigating broken windows and long waits for services. Small towns and suburbs offer a slower pace, but commutes can be long and unpredictable. If you're organized and prepared, Missouri can be a good fit. If not, the challenges add up. Nearly 44% of residents wouldn't recommend it. Number 9, Illinois. Illinois offers a tale of two worlds, the vibrant cityscape of Chicago with its endless opportunities, and the quieter, more affordable downstate areas. But tax burdens hit hard, especially in the city, and schools can vary widely. The cost of living in Chicago is high, and the state's financial struggles show in public services. Downstate Illinois offers space and peace but fewer jobs. It's a balancing act. Some find a good life here, others feel overwhelmed by the costs. About 44% of Illinois residents wouldn't recommend the state. Number 8, Alaska. Alaska is breathtaking, glaciers, wildlife, and endless wilderness, but it comes with a price. The cost of groceries and supplies is sky high, and long winters can wear on even the most adventurous. Shipping everything in means planning ahead, and healthcare access can be limited in remote areas. Yet, community bonds are strong, and the natural scenery is unmatched. If you love solitude and outdoor life, Alaska is a dream. If you prefer convenience, it might be a tough fit. Roughly 45% of Alaskans wouldn't recommend living there. Number 7, Hawaii. Hawaii is paradise on paper, beaches, volcanoes, and tropical vibes. But the dream comes with a hefty price tag. Real estate is expensive, and daily expenses like groceries and utilities can feel like a luxury. The community is tight-knit, but island life demands a lot of patience and a big budget. If you arrive with income and roots, you'll love it. If not, the cost of paradise might be too high. About 48% of residents wouldn't recommend the islands to friends or family. Number 6, Florida. Florida's sunshine, beaches, and no state income tax are big draws. But behind the scenes, rising insurance costs, hurricanes, and crowded cities can turn that paradise into a headache. Homes near the water come with hefty upkeep, and storm season is a real concern. Retirees and families alike find joy here, but it's not without its expenses. If you're prepared for the storms and the bills, Florida can still be a lovable place. If not, it's a constant balancing act. Nearly 52% of Floridians wouldn't recommend it. Number 5, New Mexico. New Mexico dazzles with its surreal landscapes and rich culture. But some neighborhoods face safety issues, and the cost of living is climbing. The landscape is a feast for the senses, yet some areas struggle with crime and limited services. Still, residents cherish the community and the arts, and those willing to navigate the frustrations often find a rewarding life. About 53% of New Mexicans wouldn't recommend living there to outsiders. Number 4, California. California is the land of dreams, Hollywood, tech hubs, vineyards, and endless coastlines. But those dreams come at a price. Housing affordability is a major hurdle, and the cost of living can drain savings quickly. Traffic jams and high taxes are common complaints. Yet, the opportunities and diversity keep many here, despite the challenges. Some longtime residents are moving out, but the state still attracts newcomers in droves. Nearly 55% of Californians wouldn't recommend it to friends or family. Number 3, Louisiana. Louisiana is a celebration of food, music, and history. But it's also a place where weather can be unpredictable, and infrastructure sometimes struggles. Flooding, hurricanes, and slow repairs are part of life here. Still, the community spirit and cultural richness make it special, if you plan ahead and embrace the rhythm. Safety and services can be inconsistent, and many residents are cautious about recommending the state. About 57% wouldn't suggest Louisiana to others. Number 2, West Virginia. West Virginia's natural beauty is undeniable, rolling hills, rivers, and a peaceful sense of community. But economic opportunities are limited, and some face long commutes for work or healthcare. The state's quiet charm can feel isolating if you're used to city life. Still, those who love the mountains and small-town life often stay for good. Over half of residents, around 59%, wouldn't recommend moving here. And finally, number 1, Mississippi. Mississippi is a state of resilience and tradition, with stories woven into every town. Yet, it grapples with poverty, limited services, and education challenges. Housing is affordable, but opportunities are fewer, and many families move away seeking better prospects. The sense of community is strong, but the economic realities weigh heavily. If you're looking for a fresh start and don't mind a slower pace, Mississippi offers room to breathe. Just be prepared for the hurdles. Nearly 66% of Mississippians wouldn't recommend living there. That wraps up today's look at the states where residents are the least likely to suggest moving in. Which surprises you? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for tuning into Virtual Travel. See you on the next adventure.